So right now, the big story in college football is Shedeur and Deion Sanders, the father-son combo. You guys are kind of the San Antonio version of that right now. Coach, I'm going to start with you. Talk about what it's been like to be able to coach not just a great athlete, but a great young man in Jackson.
Well, coaching your son's always, a cool thing. I told somebody this the other day. I get opportunities to do things a lot of dads don't get to.
Yeah.
And so, it's been a good experience. Not easy, but been a good experience. And so, getting opportunities to do that, at the high school level, as kids are maturing through, going from being a young man to a man is always good.
And you've got a younger brother who's kind of coming up, and nothing like having a bigger, older brother to look up to. Talk about the relationship with your brother and how you're preparing him for what's going to be happening here in a couple years.
Yeah, so me and my little brother, his name's Miles, we're very competitive. He tries to one-up me every chance he gets. No matter if I'm sitting on the couch and he throws a ball at me, he's like, think fast, and he hits me right in the face. He tries to one-up me any chance he gets. And he's had a good experience. He gets to be on the sidelines during the games and see the interactions between me and my dad. And he was at practice and strength conditioning all summer with us too. So I think he has a good, handle on it. Obviously it's different once it's like, for real, you're in high school. But I think, I tell him all the time, even at home when my dad gets onto him, just, he's trying to help you out. He's not getting onto you for any wrong reasons. He's trying to make you better. He's trying to help you out. So,
and to tie that all together, it's allowed you an opportunity to coach your son and to build that culture and that community that's not only going to teach him the life lessons. I've always said high school football is great, but less than 1% of those kids end up playing professional football. Maybe 1 to 2 to 3% end up playing college football. High school football is about teaching lessons and about making good, young, decent men that'll go on to do great things. Everything you talked about, the community, the culture, that's had a chance to really help mold young men like Jackson into great men.
Yeah, I think that, I used to coach football, now I coach kids.
Yeah.
And that's a big difference. I think as you're a young coach getting in, you're wanting to coach a sport and you're focused on that. I think as you grow older and grow wiser, you want to coach kids and teach kids, and the sport is just a vehicle to do that. But it also allows, he's had a great village around him.
Yeah.
Get emotional about the coaches who've been here. I'm his third quarterback coach, and the other two have touched him, have known him a long time. Got a great faculty and staff who've taught him. So it's really been a family affair here.
Yeah. And it's been a journey for your father, and for a lot of the things that I've seen that have been incredible to watch him persevere, and incredible to watch him and these great coaches that he talks about continue to do what they do. Talk about being along for that journey, because that's a heck of a journey that makes me emotional, and sometimes it makes me a little angry as well. Mm-hmm. But that's a heck of a journey that you've been able to be along for.
Yeah, so I've been a part of the J community since my dad has, so 11 years. And a lot of those coaches in the office have known me since I was very little. And I've got to see not only him, but all the coaches persevere through different seasons. There's been some really good things that have happened here, but there's also been some things where you had to, stick your head down and just get through it. And it's been unique seeing how they persevere, and it's helped. I feel like that's also a culture built here.
Yeah.
Not always to persevere, because not everything's, we're gonna, this 3-0 season that we started off 3-0, we haven't hit too much adversity yet. I'm ready for when we do hit adversity, because I think when we hit adversity, we'll perform our best. I think that's when we'll peak up and hit our peak, because we know we've seen it modeled for us throughout our 4 years here, freshman, sophomore, junior, and now coming in our senior year.
So we started this interview with talking about the comparison between Shedeur Sanders and Deion Sanders. Your story is still being written as you speak. You're heading to the Naval Academy.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna obviously play football. I'm going to say that Deion Sanders and your dad's careers probably end on the athletic side. Who could win in a race, your dad or Deion Sanders, if they raced right now?
I'm sorry, I got to give it to Deion.
I know, right?
Even
I
if
feel
Deion's missing a foot
Even
or
if he's
toe or
short.
something. I think I can get him.
It's a toe.
Even if he's short a
It's a toe.
toe, even if he's short a toe.
A couple toes, I still think that.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, thanks so much. Appreciate it.